Hello and welcome back to Vintage Treasures. Now, if you've seen my recent 1 year anniversary for this channel, the video on that, you'd know that I've recently come across a lot at a yard sale. I didn't tell you it was at a yard sale, but I'll tell you now. I got a bunch of stuff. Batman stuff from the 90s, a lot of stuff from the late 80s, mid to late 80s. Just a lot of great stuff. There's some Cops and Crooks, a lot of Batman stuff, and most of it was Mighty Max from 1993, around that range. So this is probably my favorite of those playsets. Now, just to tell you, I paid $15 for all that. That's dirt cheap. I couldn't have asked for more. Now, this is my favorite out of all the playsets, I'd probably say. This is a mid-range. It's not the little tiny ones that are about this big, and it's not the huge ones like the Volcano playset or the Crocodile playset. Now, this is the Skull playset, and I love this thing because, well, to start off, the design. Let's just take a quick look at the design. You have the Mighty Max emblem on the top, and it's just beautiful the way they did this. And remember this eye because it becomes I don't know, I guess like a testing beam, an electrical thing, the things that spark up when Frankenstein is brought to life. And on the back, we have bone detail, like these little things for stabilizing the toy on the shelf, and all the little indentations, and then of course we have the logo. But just to start off, we haven't even opened the playset, and it has a staircase here for you to walk in. Yeah, so that staircase is great, but it also brings us another piece that's very important. I think this is complete as far as I know. It comes with these accessories, but you can just put these bad boys in there. It's a little tight, but you can put it in the mouth, close it up, and your playset's ready. Because I know a big problem with these playsets is closing them. Stuff snaps. A lot of the little accessories will get lost if you close it. And you're like, I'll just put it in there next time. And you don't put it in there next time. So, speaking of this, let's go through these little pieces. So, let's start off with Max himself. This is Green Hat Max, and what I believe to be a slingshot. Great paint on these guys, considering how old they are. This one has no articulation. I know some of them do. And then we have Frankenstein. This one has articulation. It's very obvious in the legs. And just really cool paint. The eyes are painted red. A lot of detail on that, considering the time again and the price. And the evil hunchback scientist that brings him to life. Also, these two little beams, as I said before, these are the things that spark up when you bring, or rather when the doctor brings Frankenstein to life. So, let's take a look at this playset by itself. First of all, obviously the staircase, which looks great. Then you turn it around, and you open it, and there's so much in here. Here's that eye I was talking about with the sparks. You got yourself a chair, a little beaker table, a little place for you to sit, a lot of paint, and there's some stickers here, which is really good. Even that skeleton's painted. It's good considering the time. Then we have this little swiveling bookshelf for the secret laboratory entrance. There's a little skull on the door. It's just beautiful. Also, the way they disguise a skull as like metal bars and a window, and the mouth is a door. It's just beautiful. They did perfect. I'm not sure who sculpted it, but it's perfect. So this little table moves, and behind it is something. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the hydraulics that moves it. Of course, in the toy universe, this is where Frankenstein lays. Then we have some barrels and stuff, and this is really cool detail. It's a trap door with a little sticker that leads down to even further down into the ground. Of course, there's nothing down there. Also, another thing that's articulated on this is a switch, which I'm guessing is what activates the first accessories I'm going to put on. These things will probably spark up in your imagination if you were to move the switch. And Frankenstein lays in that bed, obviously. Oops. Lays in this bed. The doctor stands over here, and Max stands here. Now, this playset is beautiful. all the play features. I love it. The paint. It's just everything fits together. And out of 5 stars, this is a solid 5-star playset. It has everything. It has play features, good amount of figures, a lot of customizable stuff, like you could even move these down to the floor, the both of them, and it's just great. Great for play, great for display. Not too it doesn't get too dusty, and it's just a beautiful playset. So let me know what you guys think of this playset in the comments. I love it. It's a 5-star all the way. If you've enjoyed today's video and like Mighty Max, Ninja Turtles, He-Man, please consider subscribing and, sticking around to see what I post next, because I post all the stuff I post on my channel is vintage stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and I just love talking about it. So have a great rest of your day or night. Goodbye.